Close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, comment where you are, and let yourself drift into this peaceful journey. The day is drawing to a close, and all around you, the world is settling into its evening rhythm. You find yourself standing at the edge of a meadow where wildflowers sway gently in the warm breeze. The sun hangs low on the horizon, painting the sky in shades of amber, rose, and soft lavender. Everything feels perfectly calm, perfectly safe. Take a deep breath. The air is fresh and carries the faint scent of honeysuckle and wild thyme. As you breathe out, feel any tension leaving your body, flowing down through your feet and into the earth below. You are here, in this moment, and there is nowhere else you need to be. Before you stretches a winding path through the meadow. The grass on either side of the path is tall and soft, catching the golden light of the setting sun. In the distance, you can see gentle hills rolling toward the horizon, and beyond them, the first hints of mountains touched by evening mist. You begin to walk slowly along the path. Each step is easy, effortless. Your feet know the way without thinking. The earth beneath you is warm from the day's sunshine, and the grass whispers softly as you pass. There is no hurry. Time moves differently here, slowly and peacefully, like honey dripping from a spoon. As you walk, you notice the small details of this tranquil place. A butterfly drifts past, its wings catching the light like stained glass. Nearby, a cricket begins its evening song, a gentle, rhythmic chirping that blends with the rustle of leaves. The sound is soothing, natural, like a lullaby the earth itself is singing. The path curves gently to the left, leading you past a cluster of ancient oak trees. Their branches spread wide overhead, creating pockets of cool shade. The bark is rough and textured, marked by years of quiet growth. You reach out and touch one of the trees as you pass. The wood is solid, grounding, a reminder of permanence and peace. Beneath the oaks, the ground is carpeted with moss, soft as velvet. You pause for a moment, standing in the dappled shade, and listen to the sounds of evening settling in. A mourning dove calls from somewhere in the branches above, its gentle coo echoing through the stillness. The sound is melancholy, but comforting, like an old, familiar memory. You continue walking, and the path leads you out from under the trees and back into the open meadow. The sun has dropped lower now, and the light has deepened into rich gold and copper tones. Long shadows stretch across the grass, creating patterns of light and dark that shift gently in the breeze. On either side of the path, wildflowers bloom in abundance. There are clusters of purple lupines, their tall spikes swaying together like a choir. Beside them, white daisies nod on slender stems, and here and there, poppies add splashes of crimson and orange. The colors seem to glow in the fading light, each petal perfect and soft. You notice a small wooden bench beside the path, weathered gray by years of sun and rain. It sits beneath a willow tree, whose long, trailing branches move slowly in the breeze like curtains swaying in an open window. You decide to sit for a moment, to rest and simply be. As you settle onto the bench, you feel the smoothness of the wood beneath you, worn by countless seasons. The willow branches hang all around, creating a private, peaceful space. Through the gaps in the leaves, you can see the sky, now streaked with pink and violet as the sun sinks lower. Sitting here, you feel completely at ease. Your breathing is slow and steady. Your shoulders relax, dropping away from your ears. Your hands rest gently in your lap, fingers soft and loose. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. This moment is enough. A light breeze stirs the willow branches, and they brush against your arms and shoulders with the gentlest touch, like a whispered blessing. The air is growing cooler now, but it's pleasant, refreshing. You breathe deeply, filling your lungs with the evening air, and as you exhale, you release anything you've been carrying that no longer serves you. Time passes slowly here beneath the willow. Minutes stretch and soften. The cricket's song continues, joined now by others, creating a symphony of gentle chirping that rises and falls in peaceful waves. In the distance, you hear the faint call of an owl, deep and resonant, welcoming the night. The sky continues to change, deepening into richer shades of purple and blue. The first stars begin to appear, faint at first, then growing brighter as the light fades. You watch them emerge, one by one, like tiny lanterns being lit across the vast expanse above. You feel grateful to be here in this moment of transition between day and night. There is something sacred about twilight, something that speaks to the quiet spaces within. Here, on this bench beneath the willow, you are part of this ancient rhythm, this dance between light and darkness, wakefulness and sleep. After a time, you rise from the bench, feeling rested and peaceful. The path continues ahead, leading deeper into the meadow and toward the hills beyond. You follow it once more, your steps slow and measured, each one a meditation in movement. The grass along the path has grown taller here, reaching almost to your waist in places. It brushes against you as you walk, a soft, whispering touch. The seed heads catch the last light, glowing like tiny flames. Everything feels dreamlike, suspended between the real and the imagined. As you walk, you notice that the path is gradually climbing, rising gently toward the first of the low hills. The effort is minimal, barely noticeable, but with each step, your view expands. Looking back, you can see the meadow you've crossed, now bathed in the deep blue light of early evening. The willow tree stands where you left it, a dark silhouette against the fading sky. The air grows cooler as you climb, carrying new scents from the hills ahead. There's the smell of sage and juniper, sharp and clean. Somewhere nearby, night-blooming flowers are beginning to open, releasing their subtle perfume into the evening air. You reach the crest of the first hill and pause to take in the view. Behind you, the meadow stretches into distance, fading into shadow. Ahead, more hills roll away toward the mountains, their rounded shapes soft and inviting. Between the hills, you can see the beginning of a valley, where darker shadows suggest trees and perhaps a stream. The sky above is magnificent now. The sun has disappeared below the horizon, but its light still colors the clouds from beneath, creating layers of amber, rose, and deep violet. Against this painted sky, the silhouettes of distant mountains stand like sentinels, ancient and unchanging. You stand on the hilltop, breathing slowly, feeling the cool air on your face. A sense of peace settles over you like a warm blanket. You are exactly where you need to be. The path leads down the far side of the hill, winding between clusters of wild sage and lavender. The descent is gentle, easy. You move with the natural rhythm of the slope, letting gravity guide you each step requiring no effort at all. As you descend, the light continues to fade, but it's a soft, gradual fading, like a lamp being slowly dimmed. There's no darkness here, only a peaceful deepening of the evening. The stars grow brighter overhead, and now you can see the Milky Way beginning to appear, a river of light flowing across the sky. The path brings you into the valley you glimpsed from the hilltop. Here, the air is slightly warmer, sheltered from the breeze. The scent of pine becomes stronger, and soon you see the trees themselves standing in clusters along the valley floor. They're tall and stately, their needles dark against the sky, their trunks straight and strong. Between the pines, the path continues, now carpeted with fallen needles that cushion your steps. The ground is soft and springy, and your footsteps make almost no sound. It feels as though you're walking through a cathedral, with the trees as pillars supporting the vast dome of the sky. You can hear water now, the gentle murmur of a stream somewhere nearby. The sound is constant and soothing, a liquid voice speaking in a language older than words. You follow the path toward the sound, drawn by its peaceful rhythm. Soon you see it, a narrow stream flowing over smooth stones. The water catches what little light remains, creating shifting patterns of silver and shadow. You kneel beside the stream and cup your hands, bringing the cool water to your lips. It tastes pure and fresh, like melted snow from distant mountains. The water flows over your hands, and you watch it for a moment, mesmerized by its constant motion. Each drop that passes over your fingers has traveled from somewhere far away and is going somewhere else, part of an endless journey. There's something deeply restful about this realization, about being part of something so much larger than yourself. You sit beside the stream, listening to its song. The sound is complex, full of tiny variations, small gurgles and splashes as the water moves around stones and over small waterfalls. Yet, within the complexity, there's a fundamental simplicity, a basic rhythm that never changes. Overhead, the stars continue to emerge. You can see familiar constellations now, patterns you've known since childhood. There's the Big Dipper hanging low in the northern sky, and there, the W shape of Cassiopeia, and Orion just beginning to rise, his belt of 3 bright stars unmistakable. Looking at the stars, you feel a connection to all the people who have ever looked up at this same sky, who have found comfort and wonder in these eternal lights. The stars have watched over countless lives, countless evenings, countless journeys. They will continue long after this night has passed, constant and unchanging. A cool breeze moves down the valley, rustling through the pines. The sound is like a gentle exhalation, as if the forest itself is breathing. You breathe with it, matching your rhythm to the rhythm of the trees, becoming part of this larger breath, this exchange between earth and sky. Time has become fluid here in the valley. Minutes stretch and blend together. You couldn't say exactly how long you've been sitting by the stream. It could be moments or hours. It doesn't matter. All that matters is this peaceful now, this perfect stillness. Eventually, you rise and continue along the path. The stream runs alongside you for a while, then curves away into the trees. You follow the main path as it leads deeper into the valley, between stands of pine and over small wooden bridges that cross tributaries of the main stream. Each bridge is different. Some are made of split logs, their surfaces worn smooth by years of use. Others are constructed of fitted stones, arranged with care by hands long gone. Each one is beautiful in its own way, a testament to craftsmanship and patience. The valley widens ahead, and you emerge into a clearing where the trees fall back, leaving an open space beneath the stars. In the center of the clearing, you see a small cottage, its windows glowing with warm, golden light. The cottage is made of stone and timber, built into the hillside as if it grew there naturally. Smoke rises from its chimney, carrying the scent of burning applewood. The door is painted blue, and beside it grows a climbing rose, its blooms white as moonlight. You approach the cottage slowly, drawn by its welcoming light. As you draw near, the door opens, and a figure appears in the doorway. It's impossible to say whether they're young or old, male or female. They simply are, present and welcoming, a keeper of this peaceful place. Without words, they gesture for you to enter. You step through the doorway into a single, simple room. A fire burns in a stone hearth, crackling softly. The room is furnished with handmade wooden furniture, each piece crafted with obvious care. A table, a chair, a bed covered in quilts. Everything you need and nothing you don't. The keeper of the cottage offers you a cup of tea, poured from a blue ceramic pot. The tea is herbal, fragrant with chamomile and lavender. You wrap your hands around the warm cup and breathe in the steam. The first sip is perfect. Not too hot, sweet with honey. You sit in the chair by the fire, feeling its warmth on your face and hands. The flames dance hypnotically, orange and yellow and blue, ever changing yet always the same. Watching the fire is like meditation. Your thoughts slow, become simple, then fade away entirely, leaving only peaceful awareness. The keeper sits quietly nearby, not intruding, simply present. There's comfort in this silent companionship, in sharing space with another, without the need for words. Outside, the night has fully arrived. Through the cottage windows, you can see the stars blazing brilliantly in the clear, dark sky. You finish your tea and set the cup down gently. The keeper rises and moves to the bed, turning down the quilts. The linens are clean and crisp, and the pillows look impossibly soft. Your whole body feels drawn toward that bed, toward the rest it promises. But first, the keeper leads you to the door. Together, you step outside once more. The night air is cool and fresh, filling your lungs with purity. The stars seem even brighter now, countless millions of them scattered across the infinite darkness. You stand together in silence, looking up at the vast display above. The Milky Way stretches from horizon to horizon, a band of light so dense with stars that it seems almost solid. You feel very small standing beneath this cosmic ocean, yet somehow also significant, a point of awareness in the universe's grand design. After a timeless moment, gazing at the stars, you return inside. The keeper bows slightly, a gesture of blessing, then withdraws into shadow, giving you privacy. You are alone now with the fire and the night and the promise of rest. You move to the bed and lie down upon it. The quilts are heavy and warm, settling over you like a gentle embrace. The pillows cradle your head perfectly. Every part of your body makes contact with the softness beneath you, supported completely, held safely. Through the window you can see the stars. The fire continues to crackle softly in the hearth. You take a deep breath, feeling your body sink deeper into the mattress. With each exhale, you become heavier, more relaxed. more ready to release the day and welcome sleep. Your eyes begin to close, but before they do, you notice something. Through the window, you can see the moon rising over the valley. It's full, perfectly round, glowing with serene silver light. As it rises, its light floods through the window, mixing with the firelight, creating a magical blend of gold and silver. The moonlight touches your face, cool and gentle. It seems to carry with it a quality of deep peace, as if the moon itself is offering you a blessing. You feel honored by this light, grateful to witness this beautiful rising. As the moon climbs higher, its light grows stronger. The landscape outside is transformed, no longer dark, but illuminated in shades of silver and gray. You can see the trees, the valley, the distant hills, all bathed in this ethereal glow. It's like seeing the world in a dream. Your breathing has become very slow and deep, in through your nose, filling your belly, your chest, your lungs. Hold for a moment. Then out through your mouth, releasing everything, letting go completely. Each breath is a small journey, a movement toward deeper rest. You can hear the stream in the distance, its endless song continuing through the night. The sound blends with the crackling of the fire, creating a symphony of peaceful sounds. Layer upon layer of gentle noise, each one drawing you deeper into relaxation. Your body feels as though it's floating, supported by the bed, but weightless somehow. Your arms and legs are heavy, completely relaxed. Your face is soft, all tension released from your jaw, your forehead, the tiny muscles around your eyes. The moonlight continues to pour through the window. You imagine it as liquid silver, flowing over you like water, touching every part of your body with its cool, healing light. As it touches you, each muscle releases, each cell relaxes, each worry or concern dissolves like mist in morning sun. You think of the journey you've taken to reach this place. The meadow at sunset, the willow tree, the gentle hills, the pine forest, the stream. Each part of the journey was perfect, necessary, leading you exactly to where you need to be. And now you are here, in this cottage, in this bed, under the moon's silver gaze. Outside, a nightingale begins to sing. Its song is complex and beautiful, full of trills and variations, a liquid cascade of notes that rises and falls like gentle waves. The sound is almost unbearably lovely, bringing tears of gratitude to your closed eyes. You let the nightingale's song wash over you. You don't try to understand it or analyze it. You simply receive it as a gift, one of the many gifts this peaceful place has offered. The song seems to come from very near, perhaps from the rose bush beside the blue door, perhaps from your own dreaming heart. The fire in the hearth is burning lower now. The flames have settled into a steady glow, pulsing gently like a heartbeat. The light it casts is warm and amber, painting the cottage walls with soft, shifting shadows. You watch these shadows dance and blend, creating shapes that form and dissolve, telling wordless stories. Your mind has become quiet. Thoughts still arise, but they're faint and distant, like clouds passing far overhead. They don't disturb you. You notice them, acknowledge them, and let them drift on by, returning your awareness to the present moment, to the feeling of rest, to the softness of the bed and the warmth of the quilts. The moon has climbed higher now, nearly overhead. Its light floods the valley, turning everything silver and gray. In this light, the world looks timeless, as if you've slipped out of the ordinary flow of hours and days into some eternal now where all moments exist simultaneously. You feel yourself drifting, floating between waking and sleeping. It's a pleasant state, peaceful and calm. You're aware of the room around you, the cottage, the valley. Yet, you're also aware of some deeper space within yourself, a place of infinite quiet and rest. In this space between, images begin to arise, not quite dreams, not quite memories. They float through your awareness like reflections on still water. You see a garden where roses bloom in impossible colors. You see a mountain where the peak touches the stars. You see a shore where gentle waves lap at silver sand. These images are beautiful, but ephemeral. They don't demand anything from you. They simply are, appearing and dissolving, part of the play of consciousness as it settles into sleep. You watch them with detached interest, neither grasping nor pushing away, simply allowing. Your breathing has become so slow and deep that you're barely aware of it anymore. It happens by itself. Your body breathing itself, your lungs filling and emptying in their ancient rhythm. Each breath is a meditation, a prayer, a movement toward complete surrender. The nightingale has fallen silent. In its place, you hear only the gentlest sounds, the whisper of wind outside, the settling of coals in the fire, the distant murmur of the stream. These sounds form a cradle of peace, holding you safely as you drift deeper into rest. The moonlight continues to pour through the window, but you're less aware of it now. Your eyelids are heavy, your awareness turning inward. The external world is fading, becoming distant and dreamlike. What's real now is only this, the warmth, the softness, the peace. You feel absolutely safe here, protected, held. There's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. The cottage stands solid around you. The valley cradles it. The hills embrace the valley. The mountains watch over the hills. And above it all, the stars keep their eternal vigil, layer upon layer of safety, circle upon circle of protection. You rest at the center of it all, like a seed in the heart of a flower, like a pearl in its shell. Nothing can harm you here. You are held in the arms of peace itself. The quilts are so warm, so heavy. They press gently against your body, and you respond by sinking deeper into the mattress, becoming part of the bed itself. The boundary between your body and the bed begins to blur. You're no longer lying on the bed. You are the bed. You are the room. You are the cottage. You are the valley. You are the night. This dissolution is not frightening, but liberating. You expand beyond the limits of skin and bone, becoming vast and spacious. In this vastness, there's room for everything, yet nothing disturbs the fundamental peace. You are the ocean, and thoughts are waves on your surface, small movements that don't affect the deep stillness below. Time has lost all meaning. Minutes and hours are concepts from another world. Here, there is only the eternal present, stretching infinitely in all directions. You rest in this timeless space, needing nothing, wanting nothing, simply being. The fire in the hearth has burned down to embers now, glowing red and orange like tiny suns. They pulse gently, breathing their own slow breath. You match your breathing to theirs, becoming fire, becoming warmth, becoming light in darkness. Far away, at the edge of awareness, you sense the keeper of the cottage, still present, still watching over you. Their presence is like a guardian angel's, invisible but unmistakable. You feel their blessing, their protection, their wish for your peaceful rest. This presence is ancient and kind, older than the mountains, constant as the stars. Everything is perfect. Everything is exactly as it should be. You are exactly where you belong, doing exactly what you need to do. There's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. This moment is complete, lacking nothing. Your body has become impossibly heavy, sinking through the bed, through the floor, through the earth itself. You're rooted deep in the ground, connected to the core of the world. From this place of deep grounding, a great stillness arises, filling every cell, every space, every corner of your being. The moonlight has softened, become diffuse, as if seen through mist. The cottage walls fade, the valley dissolves. You're floating now in a space of pure light, weightless and free. This light is neither dark nor bright, but something beyond both, a luminosity that is simultaneously all colors and no color. In this space of light, you float without effort. There's no up or down, no near or far. Direction has no meaning here. There's only this boundless space and your awareness within it, peaceful and still. Gradually, you become aware of a presence in this space with you. It's hard to describe. Not a person, not a thing, but a quality of awareness itself. It feels deeply familiar, as if you've known it always, since before birth, since before time began. This presence communicates without words. It tells you that you are loved completely and unconditionally. It tells you that you are safe now and always. It tells you that you can let go completely, surrender utterly, and all will be well. Hearing this, something within you releases. A tension you didn't know you were holding dissolves like sugar in water. Tears might come, tears of relief and gratitude. You let them flow if they do, adding their salt to the infinite ocean of peace. The presence continues to communicate. It shows you, rather than tells you, that rest is your natural state. Activity, doing, striving, these are like waves on the ocean's surface. But underneath, in the depths, there is only stillness, only peace. This stillness is what you truly are. You understand now that sleep is not absence but presence. It's not a void, but a fullness. It's a return to your true nature, to the awareness that underlies all experience. In sleep, you don't disappear, you come home. This understanding brings profound relaxation. There's nothing to resist anymore, nothing to hold on to. You can let go completely, trusting in the process, knowing that you will be held, that you will be safe, that you will return refreshed and renewed. The light around you begins to change, becoming deeper, richer, taking on a quality of depth. It's like floating in a calm sea at twilight, when the water reflects the darkening sky. Blue deepening into indigo, deepening into violet, deepening into a darkness that is somehow also light. You sink deeper into this dark light, descending through layers of consciousness. Each layer you pass through releases another burden, another worry, another unnecessary holding. You become lighter as you go deeper, paradoxically rising as you fall. Images arise and dissolve, a spiral staircase descending into earth, a root system spreading deep underground, a whale diving into the lightless depths of the ocean. These images are symbols of your journey inward, downward, toward the source of rest. The descent is effortless. You simply allow gravity to take you, trusting the pull downward, knowing that below lies not danger, but safety, not darkness, but the dark light of deep rest. You fall like a leaf falling from a tree in autumn, spiraling slowly down, taking all the time in the world. As you descend, the sounds of the world above fade completely. The stream, the wind, the nightingale, all gone now. In their place is a different sound, so subtle you're not sure if it's sound at all or something else. It's like the hum of silence itself, the vibration that underlies all other sounds. This hum is deeply soothing. It fills the space around you and within you, a resonance that seems to emanate from the core of existence itself. You merge with this sound, becoming vibration, becoming frequency, becoming the hum of life itself. Your body, so heavy before, has become insubstantial now. You're not sure if you still have a body or if you've become pure awareness, pure presence. It doesn't matter. What you are is awareness itself, consciousness experiencing itself, being experiencing being. In this state, there's no separation between self and other, inner and outer. Everything is one continuous field of being. You are the valley and the hills. You are the stream and the trees. You are the cottage and the fire. You are the moon and the stars. You are the night itself. This unity is not a concept, but a direct experience. It's like recognizing something you've always known, but forgot. Of course, you are everything. How could it be otherwise? The sense of separation was always an illusion, a trick of perception. Now, the trick is seen through, and only truth remains. Resting in this truth, you feel a joy that has no opposite. It's not happiness as opposed to sadness, but a deeper quality that includes and transcends both. It's the joy of being itself, the celebration of existence for no reason other than it exists. This joy bubbles up from deep within, effervescent and light. It spreads through you like champagne bubbles, tiny points of light rising through water. Each bubble is a moment of perfection, a recognition that all is well, has always been well, will always be well. The dark light around you pulses gently, breathing with you, or you breathing with it. There's no difference anymore. Breath is not something you do, but something that happens, an expression of the universal movement of life itself. Breathing in, the universe contracts. Breathing out, it expands. You are that breath. Somewhere far above, the moon continues its journey across the sky. It's past its zenith now and is beginning its descent toward the western horizon. But you're not there to see it. You've descended too far into the depths of rest. The moon's light cannot reach you here, nor does it need to. In this deep place, time moves differently. Minutes are years, years are seconds. Or perhaps time doesn't move at all, but simply is, a vast eternal present in which all moments exist simultaneously. Past and future collapse into now, and now expands to include everything. You rest in this now, this eternal moment. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to happen. Everything is already complete, already perfect. The search is over. The journey has ended. You have arrived at the place you never left. This realization brings final release. The last holding lets go. The last barrier dissolves. You merge completely into the vast stillness, becoming one with the peace that passes understanding. You are home. In this homecoming, there's no one to come home. The seeker disappears into what was sought. Subject and object dissolve into pure experiencing. What remains cannot be named or described, but only known directly, intimately, as what you truly are. You rest as this, not as someone resting, but as rest itself, not as awareness of peace, but as peace itself. You are the still point around which everything turns. You are the silence in which all sounds arise. You are the space in which all things appear. This is deep sleep, but it's also more than sleep. It's a return to source, a remembering of what was never truly forgotten. It's death and rebirth in every moment. It's the end of seeking and the beginning of true rest. Colors swirl in the darkness, deep purples and blues and blacks, but they're seen from such distance that they don't disturb the stillness. They're like the northern lights seen from space, beautiful but remote, part of the show that continues while you rest in what watches the show. A great peace settles over everything, not the peace of achieved goals or resolved problems, but the peace that was always here, underneath everything, waiting to be noticed. It's the peace of the ground of being, the fabric of reality itself, constant and unchanging. In the deepest depth of night, in the profoundest rest, something begins to shift. It's subtle at first, barely noticeable, a slight lightening of the darkness, a gentle stirring in the stillness, the first hint that the tide is turning, that the journey down will become a journey up. But there's no hurry. The return will be as slow and gentle as the descent. You have all the time in the world. Time itself is waiting for you, patient and kind, ready to welcome you back when you're ready. The dark light begins to lighten, taking on warmer tones. Deep indigo becomes midnight blue. Midnight blue becomes the blue of the sky just before dawn. It's a gradual transformation happening over eons or seconds. It's impossible to say which. As the light grows, you become aware once more of having a body. It's a gentle re-embodiment, like water slowly filling a vessel. First, the sense of weight returns, then the feeling of warmth, then the awareness of breath moving in and out. Your breath is so slow, so deep. Each inhalation takes an eternity. Each exhalation releases ancient holdings. You breathe as if for the first time, discovering breath anew, amazed by this simple miracle of air flowing in and out, sustaining life, connecting inner and outer. The sense of self begins to coalesce again, gathering like dew forming on grass. But it's not the same self that began this journey. Something has changed. The boundaries are softer, the edges less defined. You are yourself, but you also remember being everything else. The cottage begins to materialize around you. First, just a sense of enclosure, of walls and ceiling. Then, more detail. The stone hearth, cold now, the embers long since gone dark. The wooden beams overhead, the blue door closed against the night. Through the window, the sky has begun to change. The stars are still visible, but less bright. The darkness is thinning, becoming transparent. It's the hour before dawn, the most peaceful hour, when night and day hang in perfect balance. You lie still under the quilts, not ready to move yet, simply enjoying the return of awareness, the gradual reanimation of your body and mind. Your muscles are completely relaxed, your face soft, your whole being at ease. The moonlight has faded. The moon itself has set while you slept, crossing the sky and dropping below the western horizon. But its blessing remains, a quality of silver peace that lingers in the air. Slowly, slowly, you begin to move. First, just your fingers, curling and uncurling, then your toes, wiggling beneath the quilts, then your head, turning slightly to one side, then the other. Each movement is deliberate and slow, a meditation in motion. You open your eyes, just slightly at first. The room is dim but not dark. Enough light comes through the window to see by. You look around the cottage, seeing it now as if for the first time. How beautiful it is in its simplicity. How perfect each element, each detail. You sit up slowly, letting the quilts fall away. The air is cool on your skin, refreshing. You take a deep breath, stretching your arms overhead, feeling your spine lengthen, your body waking. But even in waking, the peace of deep rest remains. Rising from the bed, you move to the window and look out. The valley is still draped in shadow, but the sky above is beginning to lighten. Bands of pale gold and pink stretch along the eastern horizon. Dawn is coming. You watch this transformation, this daily miracle of light returning to the world. The stars fade one by one, disappearing into the growing radiance. The sky shifts through shades of blue, from indigo to royal to cerulean. As you watch, the first ray of sunlight breaks over the distant mountains, a lance of pure gold that pierces the shadows. It touches the tops of the highest peaks, setting them ablaze. Then it descends, flowing down the mountainsides like liquid light. Reaching toward the valley, the world is being reborn before your eyes. Everything is new, fresh, as if created in this moment. The trees shake off their darkness like dogs shaking off water. The stream catches the light and sparkles. The grass begins to glow with drops of dew. You hear a bird begin to sing. Then another. Soon the air is full of bird song, a chorus of joy welcoming the new day. Each species adds its voice, the warble of robins, the trill of wrens, the call of crows, the coo of doves. The door of the cottage opens, and the keeper appears once more. They smile at you, a smile that communicates everything without words. You have rested well. You are renewed. You are ready for whatever comes next. Together, you step outside into the dawn. The air is crisp and clean, smelling of pine and morning dew. The first warmth of the sun touches your face, and you turn toward it, eyes closed, feeling its gentle heat. The valley is alive with light now. Everything glows from within, as if each leaf, each blade of grass, each stone has its own luminosity. Colors are more vivid than they were last night, more real somehow.